you for being here. I'll be talking about emergency preparedness and building an emergency kit. By having an emergency kit, you'll be able to care for yourselves and your families during a natural disaster. And since joining the Department of Homeland Security Surge Capacity Force in 2013, I have become passionate about emergency preparedness. So what I'm going to cover is some effects caused by natural disasters, why you should prepare in advance, sheltering in place versus evacuation, and building a kit. So why should you be concerned about emergency preparedness? Well, according to the UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, in the first 12 years of this century, 2.9 billion people have been directly affected by natural disasters. Closer to home, in 2008, over 100 homes were flooded by the rising waters of the Tanana River in Solcha. So what does this mean to you? That no matter where you live, you might be faced with a natural disaster. So let's move on. Let's talk about the benefits of preparing in advance. So Ready.gov has laid out a wonderful foundation, and what you want to take from that is building a communication plan so that all the members of your family will know where to meet in case of no service, cellular phone service. Additionally, you don't want to wait till the last minute to purchase your items when everybody else is doing the same thing, and potentially you might not be able to acquire the items that you need, the supplies that you need. So another benefit would be that you'll be able to distribute the cost of purchasing these items over a larger period of time. So let's move on to knowing when to shelter in place and when to evacuate. In listening to your local radio and television announcements are really going to be the best indication of when to shelter in place or when to evacuate. And if these communications are not available to you, then you want to use your best judgment. You always want to evacuate as soon as possible rather than waiting until it's too late. So there's this misconception that if you evacuate, your home is going to be looted. This is not true. So the only time you want to shelter in place is when evacuating is going to place you into greater danger. For instance, if you go out during a tornado or during a flood, that's too late. You want to go ahead and shelter in place. So now that we know when to shelter in place or when to evacuate, let's talk about building a kit. There is no right or wrong way to build a kit. I want to cover the main components that a kit should have. You want to have enough water for the entire family, a distinguishable bag so that all members of the family will know what bag to grab on your way out. You also want to have non-perishable items such as freeze-dried foods that don't require any cold storage, a source of heat such as jet boil fuels, or a way to make a fire like these waterproof matches. You want to have sanitary items, a first aid kit with dressings, tapes, bandages, antiseptics, and lastly, multi-purpose tools. So this is only one way of building a kit. The only wrong way to build a kit is to not have one at all. You can find further information at FEMA.gov and Ready.gov on emergency preparedness, building a kit, Thank you very much.